G'day all you wonderful people, welcome to Adventure Together. My name's Al, trail name Lookout, and today we are hiking again. We are getting down from this mountain that we slept on, 10,300 and something feet, very cold, highest point I've slept so far on the CDT. It was very windy, but as you can see, I survived the night. Now, I'm taking a trek to a water source which has good comments left on it saying that it's a pretty good water source, and I want to get out of this area as soon as possible because as the wind blows, all of these dead trees that are around me are creaking, and I'm afraid that one might fall close to me, so I'm trying to get off this mountain as quickly as I possibly can. I'm actually surprised because the whole way up to the top of the mountain was snow covered and boggy and marshy and yeah, just covered in surface water. And when I went to bed last night, my shoes were saturated and so were my socks. But because of the wind last night, I managed to dry the socks and shoes out, which was a bonus. They were just very cold in the morning but not wet. And coming down the mountain now, there's only odd patches of snow and only odd patches of water. It's not 90% of the trail, it's 10%. So I'm very happy this morning because I thought I'd be wading through mud, snow and water through the entire descent. That's a good start to the day, isn't it? There are a lot of fallen trees around here. I would say there are more trees on the floor dead than there are actually still standing. And of the ones that are still standing, a good chunk of those are dead as well. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm relying on you guys to tell me in the comments, because every time I seem to ask a question, you guys know a lot more than I do, and you educate me on what's going on. I remember when I said the same thing in Oregon, and there was a couple of you that just came back with fully flushed out explanations of exactly what had happened to these trees. So yeah, I'm relying on you. Educate me. Tell me in the comments why all these trees are on the floor. Is it some kind of bug or disease, or you know, they've been cut down for whatever reason, or the wind's too strong? I don't know. I just walked straight into these whole sort of tunnel of, I think they're aspens, I'm not sure. And there was something on this, and I don't like people scribing their names into trees, but this is really interesting. Whoever's left their graffiti in 1978, this has raised up, is actually protruding from the tree. Let's see if you can see it side on. Look at that. I'm sure there's some of you in the comments again who could tell me why that happens. Very interesting. The descent of this mountain is really pretty. Now, I just saw a whole herd of, I think, elk. They looked a lot bigger than deer, and unfortunately they saw me before I saw them. It was only the noise they made as they galloped off into the forest. It would have been really nice to capture them on video, but yeah, I'm a lot more noisy with my feet clumping down and so they were able to hear me, and I wasn't able to spot them until I saw them running away. And now it looks like we're leaving the San Pedro Park's wilderness and the Santa Fe National Forest. First viewpoint of the day. Very special. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just got to this dirt road here, and the CDT continues in this direction. But, as I said, there's a fire closure, and we won't be able to go up that way for long. So we have to join a highway called 96. And this isn't it. But looking at the map, it seems like if I take this route, it saves me 3 miles. Let's go for the adventure. This is so much better than walking on a highway. I think I like this sort of ethos around the CDT where you're totally allowed, as long as it's legal, to find your own way. And following this Forest Service road is a really great way to cut a little bit of mileage, but also stop walking on highways and stop risking getting knocked over by trucks and, you know, rednecks who are taking offense to anybody who's walking on the side of the road. Hey buddy. There you are. I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this path is so beautiful. It doesn't look like anyone else comes through here because there's no other hiker footprints, just cows. It's just so tranquil here. You can hear the breeze in the trees, you can hear the bird song, you can hear the marching of your own feet, and really that's it. And I think if anyone's watching who has like a problem with that and says, oh, you should stick to the fire reroute, that's the reason the CDT put it there. Hey, once again, it's on a highway, and all the highways we've walked on, hard bitumen with nowhere to go, nowhere to walk. I would say it was unsafe to walk on these highways. And again, the ethos around the CDT is it's a 90-mile wide corridor, and the adventure is of your choosing. Stick to the red line if you want to feel safe, or go and look on the satellite view and see that there's a forest road running and cuts off a little bit. It's just a beautiful thing. After 2 years of sticking onto like the main line, being able to touch every blaze on the AT and things like that, it's so good to get out here and choose your own adventure, and I'm really appreciating that. This is what I need: the freedom to explore, the freedom to find your own way. You just have this immense sense of sort of reward, self-reward, I guess, and you can sort of pat yourself on the back when you look at a map and you see that there is a route that far out the app has guided you along, and then you've said there's a perfectly legal way to go somewhere else and not walk along the highway, and instead to walk through nature for a little bit more time. And I'm absolutely loving it. I'm having the best morning. It's a beautiful route, and I haven't been post holing because there's no snow, and I haven't been getting my feet wet because the path is not covered in standing water. What a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, look at those cliffs with the amazing bands of dark orange, white and yellow. What an amazing thing to come down the hill and see this. Look at those incredible red cliffs. Well, back on the bitumen, the shortcut has rejoined the fire reroute, and the shortcut knocked off a total of 1 mile of walking, but 3 miles of bitumen. The view from the road isn't all bad. Over there you can see that where the smoke's coming from and why we've had to walk around it. Over here you can see the reservoir that we plan to sleep near tonight. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the smoke coming over, you can see the reservoir. What a sight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, shh. This is the only place the wind can't get to us. Sorry I didn't film too much today. It was absolutely blowing a gale the whole day. It was just, oh my goodness, the wind was insane, the sun was insane. A 21-mile road walk in the end today, and God, it was exhausting. It was so bad on the knees, the ankles. It was bad when people are swerving towards you to try and try and roll you up or something like that. There was nowhere to walk, and I said this not to be all doom and gloom and negative. I know that CDT don't really have too many options around here, but I said this earlier, that this is the worst alternative, fire alternate I've ever had to walk, and that's because of a few reasons. One, there was no access to water. This is a 28-mile road walk with no water. Like, most people don't even do a road walk of 28 miles. Most people don't even do 28 miles in a day. And it was a road walk without water, without anywhere to shelter from the sun. There's nowhere to relieve yourself, go to the bathroom, go do anything. Like, what are you going to do? You've got cars passing you non-stop. So if you need to take a leak or even dig a cat hole, where do you go for that? And you're just on a highway with no shade, nowhere to hide, nowhere to sit down, nowhere to rest. It's just walking. There's nothing off the side of the highway the whole way. When you're walking along, you literally have the bitumen, and then you have a ditch, and that's it for the entire time. And then of course there's nowhere to camp. Just been very lucky to find, after 21 miles on the road, very lucky to find somewhere to go behind a bush. But it's so windy. It has been windy all day, and again, I don't want to just bang on about the negatives. At least we do have an alternative to walking through where an area that's on fire. So it's they're doing their best, but this is far from ideal, and it's been a really tough day. But we're heading into Ghost Ranch tomorrow, and because there were no alternatives but to just keep going, I've actually walked a lot more miles than than I originally planned to. 32 miles for the day, and so that's helped push me even closer to Ghost Ranch. I'm about 9 miles away at the moment, so leaving tomorrow morning, and should be there by about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it'd be nice to just chill out there for the day before moving on in the afternoon. So I do have a package there. I'm going to pick that up, and I'm going to see what the whole place is about. Ghost Ranch is a retreat for people to do art and various other creative things, and the hikers have kind of adopted it as a midpoint station to send their packages to and camp. So
we'll see. It seems like an unlikely combination of people: artists who are there for, spiritual and reasons and to kind of get away from things, and hikers who are smelly and sunburnt and not usually looking to do art and get all spiritual. They are just looking to eat, mainly eat, do laundry and have a shower. But for today, I guess that's all I have for you. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.